Well, I'm actually really pleased that Catherine Russell, who plays Serena, is not quite as clipped and scary in real life when you meet her. Because she has a brilliant business brain as well, doesn't she? But a heart of gold.
Heart of gold, which doesn't reach the surface as often as we would like to think.
Yeah.
But she does, she does everything for the right reasons.
And you only went in for a year.
I know, I know. But a year goes like that when you're when you're there. I don't know why. I think it's because everyone's so. I know we always say that but they are so lovely that the time just flies by.
So this is a real test for her as a human, really, because obviously her daughter's died of a brain hemorrhage after this car crash, and she has, as a way of grieving, has kind of pinned the blame of this onto Jasmine, and it seems like almost as her way of grieving is to go back in and train, and I say train in the loosest sense because it starts off as training and gets a whole lot darker. To train Jasmine into not making that mistake that she sees as a mistake again.
That's exactly right, yes. She thinks that it's Jasmine's fault, which it kind of isn't. And she's a very young doctor, but she did miss one tiny symptom. And so Serena has taken it upon herself to make sure that she never does that again.
And this is going to get quite dark. I mean,
it gets very dark.
And then it goes further.
It gets twisted, and we just hope that people will remember that it's because she's grieving, because obviously, you know, we expect our parents to die. It's tragic when they do. But the other way around, it's not supposed to happen to us.
I mean, it's so dark that you've sort of apologised to your fans.
Well, yes.
Where this is going to go.
Well, I sort of do, but I hope that they do remember that her daughter died. It doesn't really get much darker than that for any of us.
You've had a lot of support.
I've had a lot of support, yes. The Barina fans are lovely to me.
Yes, this Barina, hashtag Barina came up straight away, didn't it? As soon as the affair kind of began from that first kiss, everybody sort of clocked on that, and this is a very popular relationship between the two of them.
Well, actually, it happened almost the minute we were on screen together, and it was a good, I think, 6 months with a hot, are they going to, are they not? And they clocked it right from the word go, I have to say. But then if you don't have representation, which as a lesbian you don't, then to be on prime-time television and to see yourself is occasion to hang out the bunting, light a sparkler and shout, hurrah, at last.
You know. No, good point.
And we mentioned in the link at the beginning, it's about hanging up the stethoscope. It is thankfully only temporary, isn't it, that you're going into the theatre?
Yes.
So you are going to go back?
I hope so.
Yes, so you're on a sabbatical.
I'm on a sabbatical to go and do a play. Haven't been on stage for 5.5 years, so I'm slightly nervous.
But you are genuinely terrified about it.
I am. I am. But, well, and excited in equal measure, because it's Joe Wharton. It's the 50th year since his death, tragically. And What the Butler Saw is the most extraordinary play I have ever worked on. I kid you not.
It's farce.
It's a farce which I had never done.
It's tough.
It's tough and technical, and who's going to come through that door when? Who's got their clothes off? Is it my time to take my dress off? Oh, no, it's you. Who's wearing the wig?
Oh, gosh.
You know, so trying to get
so
that right.
a lot can go wrong, I guess.
Don't say that.
No,
sorry. Yeah, but yes, a lot can go wrong, but it is bonkers and very funny.
But lovely to be able to do that, to be able to be in Holby for 5 years and then to be able to take these little breaks and do something that's a bit of a passion project, something you love, feel what it's like to be back in the theatre again and then to be able to go back. It's wonderful.
Yes, I mean, the producers are delighted. I'm sure if I'd only been there a year and said, could I have a sabbatical, they would have gone, jog on. But 5 years of playing the same part, I never thought in a million years I would be happy playing the same part. But I have been. But to be able to go back into the theatre and be in this extraordinary play at a wonderful theatre, the Curve Theatre in Leicester, which is a beautiful, big theatre. So we need them to come in, we need the bums on seats, because to do a gag and hear nobody laughing.
Nobody likes tumbleweed.
Nobody likes to do that and hear, scary.
I'm sure that won't happen. Are there things that stick in your head, you know, sort of long things that stick?
FBCs, LFTs, all of that, when you list bloods, you know, because that comes up quite often.
And the prosthetics are very real. You're not squeamish or anything.
I'm not at all squeamish.
Oh, thank goodness for that, because I'm like that.
But I think having children helps, because, you know, they're sick and they bleed and they poo, and you just get on with it, don't you? You get on with it. So I think that helps. We have had the odd director who has been very squeamish, and they watch like this, which is
It's
hilarious.
never good when the director's like that.
When you've got the wrong
Mind
job,
you, ours is like that all the time.
Sorry.